everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cowboys. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running.
They go star power.
They went star power.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
Throwing, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Boykin toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Second and 10 now. Boykin. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. third down, Boykin. And left side here, it's Graham. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. It's Boykin again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Let's go!
Here's Boykin, off play action. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, here's Boykin. This will be caught at about the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Come on, let's go!
3rd and goal, Boykin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took...
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Come on, let's go!
Boykin on 1st and 10. Drops it underneath for Rawls. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Boykin on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And able to find Graham, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Second and 10 now. Boykin surveying the field. It's complete to Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The rookie Boykin to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Final play of the half. Prescott flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Boykin on first down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Now it's Boykin. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Rawls the low. He'll get it running right. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They go again with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, a 3-yard touchdown run. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Here's Prescott. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll come out in the pistol. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it. Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Prescott. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Prescott to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom...
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Boykin's going to throw it. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Seahawks will go. It's Boykin going up top. He's got a man complete. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
Boykin to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's John Ryan now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I've thrown it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion. Because
a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game.